How much of your job as working with the book and then writing the movie and then directing it is figuring out what to leave in and what to take away? And I know anyone could be like, oh, that's the job of any writer, that's the job of any director, but there is something very specific about the nature of the writing of this movie and the dialogue between the characters, because oftentimes it's sparse and poetic, where in other movies it would be very direct and simple about the nature of what they have to do, but then sometimes the movie is that as well, because that's how we have to move forward with the plot. Right. I think specifically about some of the lines, like, we can think our own thoughts here. It's not necessarily explained. It kind of is when you learn who he is and maybe why, but most movies wouldn't really traffic in it that way. Can you talk about that? Very long-winded question.
No, that's okay. I mean, I would say that's a very, very much the coming out of Peter's book, out of My Abandonment, Peter Rock's novel. The father spoke in a very specific way. It was terse. It reminds me of, almost like it was Bergman, with this notion that nothing would be said that that could be said succinctly or could be said without words. And the daughter kind of had become very accustomed to that and could read him in other ways and knew when he was experiencing fear or discomfort. He didn't verbalize that. She could hear it. She could hear when sort of that night terror experience would strike him. And then she uses maybe more language than he does. She tries to divert his attention and distract him. But these were inspirations from the way that Peter had constructed this person to be very internal. And sometimes he almost spoke in puzzles, or like you say, these very kind of pelletized, specific thoughts he had or values that he was trying to express to her.